My people wonder shall never end. They say there is serious fear in the palace right now, as it is beginning to look like the ancestors have taken over the palace in a way that is not good for the living inside that palace. Right now, they said everyone is in fear, as in too much fear, such that some people are even leaving the palace just that they will be safe outside. As a matter of fact, we are hearing that even the oloris, that almost all of them have started passing the night right there in Kabiesi's chamber. All of them at once, including Olori TikTok and her babies. Why? They said only recently there have been shadows everywhere, as in serious shadows. And these shadows comes in a way that as in, if you are wise enough, you will know that they are not happy. And after several investigations and rituals and everything, because we all know that Kabiyesi is a traditionalist. And when things like that started happening, because they said about 9 people have complained the same thing, including his wives. So it's no longer something that he will fold his arms and watch to continue. So when things continue like that, people started complaining, a lot of people running out of the palace to look for a safe place and all of that. The Kabiyesi have to move into action immediately by inviting seers from different places, by inviting a far priest, them making some rituals, trying to find out why such a thing have before the palace, and they keep telling him the same thing. Remember that a few days ago, Iyanifa have called Kabiyesi to tell Kabiyesi that don't think that what Queen Naomi is into right now is her personal problem. It is not. Because if anything happens to Queen Naomi, you are going to suffer on the throne. Allegedly, don't forget that I wasn't there. Anytime you are on this blog, remember that they are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making rounds on social media. Because I do not live in the palace, I am not in any way related to Queen Naomi, I'm not in any way related to Kabiyesi or his family. Just bear that in mind. What we share here is unverified news, okay? So as long as you are good with that, let's continue. So they said when this thing continued, Kabiyesi went on a verification to verify to find out what exactly is happening, and they said that the ancestors have taken over the palace, and those shadows that people keep seeing are the ancestors, that they are living in that palace. So, but because they know that the palace belongs to the living, that is why you have not been seeing them. But right now, with what is happening, they are not happy and they want to show their anger. That is why people are seeing them. And as nobody knows Queen Naomi's fate on that detention, in that detention, because we all know that they said they have refused to bail her, you know, and by next week, nobody knows how it is going to happen, what is going to happen. That if Kabiyesi is not careful enough, that is how he might not be able to know what ancestors can do right there in the palace because they are not happy. The reason is because Queen Naomi happens to be the same woman he presented to them as his wife. They carried out 14 kind of rituals on her, even though they are calling her Kabiyesi's ex-wife, that to the gods, she is not an ex-wife because all the rituals that they perform on her, they have not undone or be undo any one of them. So the ancestors still sees Queen Naomi as their own, and that is why they are angry that in a state where she is right now, that she is bittered. She is shedding tears. She is crying, and it is affecting them. It is touching them because this is their own. So they said they have warned Kabiyesi to do something, They say Iyanifa told Kabiyesi that he shouldn't see this as Queen Naomi's problem. Because if anything happens to Queen Naomi, it is going to affect him. It is going to affect his son. It is also going to affect his throne. That is if that information is true. Okay? So they said some people have run out of the palace. Someone like Olori TikTok who have been looking for an opportunity to come close to Kabiyesi. They say it's an opportunity for her because right now they are passing the night in Kabiyesi's chamber. But we all know that as it is, nothing might happen. But all of them, they say almost every night they will move into Kabiyesi's chambers to go and pass the night. Maybe right there in Kabiyesi's chambers, they are not seeing the ghosts, the ancestors, the shadows, because they say the shadow is moving in a fast and uncontrollable way. As in the way the shadow is moving up and down, it is instilling fear in everyone who saw them, you know. And Kabiyesi, they said, is restless, including Paropo, including elders. They are all restless because they know what that means. They know that their ancestors are not happy with them, you know. So there is no how they will lie down and sleep when things like that is happening right there in the palace. And a lot of people are saying that Kabiyesi should stand up. They said Iyanifa have told Kabiyesi that people are fighting to keep Queen Naomi there, that he too should fight to bring Queen Naomi out of that place. You know, because those of them who are saying that Queen Naomi should not be freed, she shouldn't allow to go. What is their fear? That Queen Naomi will run out and maybe she will travel. Of course, we all know that things like that cannot happen because Queen Naomi is not that type of a person. Queen Naomi is not Bobrisky. She's not that type of a person. She will stay to make sure that everything is settled. But above all, I think at this point, Queen Naomi needs our prayers more than everything, more than anything. And that is why I keep praying that God will see her through. God is going to fight for her. God is going to raise armies for her. Because it's beginning to look like a lot of people are interested in this case, especially those who really want her to remain there. But at the end of the day, God is going to fight for her. God is going to give her victory. Because we all know that her intentions were pure. Her intentions were pure. She doesn't mean any harm to anybody, even though accident happened, of which this is not the first time such accident is happening. God is going to make sure that she regains her freedom, you know. So that is what we're hearing. Don't forget that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making rounds on social media. I love you guys. Bye. See you.